So today I got the second shipment from Banggood, and it's some thermal grease. Well, to be quite honest, after this amount of thermal grease, you're probably never going to have to buy thermal grease again. It is a big tube of thermal grease. The price of this was, let's have a look. For the amount spent, I really was expecting a smaller tube. And when something's so cheap, you probably think that it's not going to be very efficient. €1.38. There we go. Not so sure how many milliliters or what the weight is, because it's not written in here, but yeah. What I'm gonna do as a review is, and you can see there's a package it came in. This time they didn't throw the parcel in front of the door, they actually rang the doorbell, so that's a good change. So what I'm gonna do is one thing. The tube is cracked over there. A little piece of the plastic missing. I guess that's not a big deal. None of the grease is there anyways. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run a 10-minute benchmark to see what the temperatures are on the paste that's in it. And bear in mind that the computer's got to be cleaned out, so we should see better temperatures after everything is cleaned out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 10-minute benchmark and see what the temperatures are like on my standard CPU paste. And then after I've cleaned it out, I'm going to use this thermal grease from Banggood and see what the temperatures are like and compare the differences. See if it's actually worth it, or here we go. What we're going to be using is MSI Intel Extreme Tune Utility, which is going to open on the screen over there. Let's put it up there. I'm going to do a 10-minute stress test, and you're going to see the temperatures over there. At the moment, I'm idling at 33 or 34 degrees Celsius. The computer is water cooled. It does have a liquid cooler in it, but that doesn't make a difference. We'll see what the difference is with the CPU paste. So we're going to start the test and see where it jumps to. Yeah, we should be up to about 46, 50 degrees Celsius. There we go. And right now I'm going to pause the video and carry on as soon as we get to about 20 seconds to see what the actual temperature is. So, after running for about 10 minutes, the maximum temperature the CPU gets to is 54 degrees Celsius, as you can see there. Ignore the active core count, that's incorrect, it doesn't really work. It is a quad-core CPU. As you can see, 54 degrees Celsius. Now, let's rip the computer apart, get off the old thermal grease and put on the new one. See what the temperature difference is like. Here we go. Okay, so computer's cleaned out. And this is the liquid cooler over there. And as you can see, it's still got the old CPU grease on it. And there's still some grease on the CPU inside there. And we're going to clean that off with some alcohol. So I'm going to take some alcohol. It's not recommended to use paper towel, but I don't really care. I use the paper towel, I don't see what's the big deal. You just take some alcohol and gently rub the CPU, rub the heatsink, and it should come off. Obviously I need some more of it. This is not the best alcohol, I guess. But yeah, just rub. And that CPU grease is a bit thick. Might be a bit of a machine. Just rub it off the copper heatsink. The water block, the liquid cooler. You just want to get it off the middle. It doesn't really matter around the edges because it doesn't touch your CPU, it's way out on the edges. Okay, so now what we're going to do is you're going to get the CPU paste off the actual CPU's heat spreader. It's not perforated in any way, so it comes off really nicely and simple. Some alcohol and rub it out. Yeah, so you can see they're both very clean. Now what we're going to do is take a CPU paste from Banggood and put about a rice grain, just dry this off nicely. Just put about a grain of rice in the center. This is the way I put CPU paste on all of my applications. That should be enough. You tighten it down, it should spread out, but that's about as much as you need. You don't want to go overboard with the CPU paste. You're running off the edges. You don't know how conductive this stuff is. I mean, it says reliable, but it doesn't say if it's conductive. Just make sure that's dry. Won't get any oils on my finger on there. And I'm going to pause the video again to get the fans hooked back up to the radiator, and then we'll do a benchmark. So as we can see, heatsink's back on. Everything's fixed in place nicely. Radiator's secure. Are we going to switch it on and do another 10-minute test, see what the temperatures are like with that little bead of the Banggood CPU grease. Must say, again, this is a lot of CPU grease. Not sure I'm going to run out of CPU grease for the next few years, if it lasts that long. Well, we'll see. In a second, we'll be back, and then I'll show you the temperatures on benchmark. So, got the computer plugged in. Maybe if I hit the switch. And there we go. She starts up. It's making a bit of a noise, but I guess it's a little wire that's touching the fan. I'll sort that out. Let's get in. Open up utility. And give it another 10-minute test. There we go, 10 minutes. And start testing. And right off the back, the CPU temperatures seem pretty much the same. Between 44 and 47 as we start. It's not touched 50 yet, which it did on the old CPU based. But we'll be right back after 10 minutes is done. Well, we come to the close of 10 minutes and we'll see if we're exceeding 55 degrees. I'll see you then. So after 10 minutes, as you can see as soon as it goes into focus, we're not exceeding 53 degrees Celsius. It's actually bouncing between 48, 42 and 48, 52 and 53 degrees. Rather impressed. The thermal paste that came off there, that I just cleaned off, was giving me a maximum peak of 57 degrees and an average of about 56. And Banggood thermal paste is giving me better temperatures. So if I'm going to say anything about this product, it's really, really good. It serves its purpose. It works perfectly fine. As you can see, temperatures are right there, 52, and it's not exceeding. It's bouncing between 47 and 52, 53 at maximum. That's 4 degrees cooler on Banggood thermal grease for €1 and I think it was 30 cents for such a big tube. I'm definitely going to buy this again when I run out, which I'm not sure how long that's going to take because it's a really big tube. Bang for your buck, perfect. I recommend it. Buy it, use it. It works perfectly fine. As you can see, I've got a custom built rig, and I'm not going to put anything in it that's going to be detrimental to my computer. It is my workstation, and I do professional trading off this. So yeah, all I can say is buy it. It works. It's perfect. That's all from me. That's my review. See you guys with the next review. Cheers. Bye bye.